Reinvent your closet without buying a single thing. Before you spring clean and toss out clothes, learn how to take tired old items you don't wear anymore and resurge those pieces with a few fun styling tricks. Stylist Reachel Bagley with Cardigan Empire is our styling instructor today. It's great to see you.
So good to be here.
So we all have items that we don't really wear anymore, and you say just hit pause before you toss them out completely.
Right, yeah, give it a chance. See if you can, resurrect it somehow by just switching it up and finding a new way to wear it.
Okay, first style hack involves a cardigan.
You know what? I know you have one of these in your closet because everybody has these open cardigans, the long ones in their closet.
They were big about, 10, 15 years ago?
And I love this because it's a simple, easy way. You take that same long cardigan, you swing it around the back, and you can just leave it tight in the back, and it creates this kind of really open, pretty kind of ballet look. Or you can bring it around the front and do a little tie. Either way, it's a super easy way to use something you already have in your closet and maybe give it a new, fresh life.
So we tie the tails.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the longer cardigan then.
Yeah, and it actually works better the longer it is because then you have more fabric to work with.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to be too thick. You don't want it to have too many details. Honestly, the cheaper it is, the better it works. Like the thinner the fabric, and the fewer the details, you're ready to go.
Okay, that's a fun trick to try. And just style it simply, jeans.
Yeah, you can do jeans. You can do I like a little tank underneath just to give me some coverage in the back.
Yeah.
But it's a really simple, easy way to use that cardigan that's been sitting in your closet for months.
All right. Next, a sweater, which these are starting, the time is ticking on sweaters as the weather now starts to warm, but you've got a fresh spring-like way to use those again.
Yeah, so if you already have a slip dress, rather than just throwing a cardigan on top of it and, calling it a day, put a sweater on top of it. It's just an easy, fresh way to, reinvent and just turn this into a skirt. The biggest thing I would say about this, I love a monochromatic look.
This is lovely.
Really effortless, but really smart and chic.
Sophisticated.
And and I love that when we're pairing the materials, I like to do a loose fabric with a loose fabric, right? If you get too structured with too loose, it can kind of feel a little off. So even if you go underneath using like a loose, thin turtleneck or something like that, so that they feel like they marry each other rather than they're fighting and competing against each other.
That is a great tip because I think sometimes you try these ideas or these hacks, if you will.
And you're like, this doesn't look like it works.
But that makes sense. If a piece was overly structured on top and then flowy and fluid on bottom, it would just look off. So these kind of mimic the weight of each other.
Exactly. So there's a difference in texture and color and things like that, but they're very similar in how it floats across the body.
I am studying this top to bottom. I'm going to hit my closet and see if I have.
Have fun with it.
Because the monochrome is so chic.
It is. And this is an easy way to take what you already have in your closet and then just do something new with it.
Okay. What's the next piece that we're going to give new life to?
So this is a really fun one. So if you have maybe a structured little button down that, you're like, oh, it feels too businessy for everyday life, right?
Too stuffy.
You want to give it some new look. Then what you can do is you take the side with the buttons, you can bring it through your loophole on the side here, right? Closest to that.
Okay.
And you come over on the other side. I like to pleat it a little bit on the non-button side just to give a nice, clean finish there.
Okay.
And then you just tuck it in. Flip it under.
You've given it a little wrap effect.
Yeah, and then I love it with an open collar. It just keeps it open, and then you don't have that kind of businessy feel. You feel like, oh no, I am kind of more beach, Cape Cod. I'm really just polished, but feeling very comfortable.
Polish is a good word, and this technique, along with the cardigan one, almost makes it look like a specialty piece, right? That you would get at a high-end boutique.
Exactly, and this you're just creating your own. You already have this in your closet. You're ready to go.
Okay, I'll be trying that as well. Check and check. What's this next one?
Okay, so this one I steal from my 14-year-old daughter. You've all seen the girls who wear the shoelaces, pulling their pants together in the back. If you haven't, just pay attention.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Anyways, so I like this as an adult. I'm going to use a scarf, right? So let's say you have a skirt, pair of pants, whatever, that's just a little bit big through the waist. You can create a little pretty alteration with this scarf. I've just looped it through the two holes here and then tied it around the center.
This is the back.
Yeah, this is the back.
Derriere pockets
We're
exposed.
looking at the pockets. And so you just pull it through the three belt loops here on the back, and then you just tie it in the front, or tie it in the center.
I am surprised. I'm surprised I love that as much as I do. It becomes that little backdoor accessory.
It's just like this little detail. It feels very intentional, right?
It does. Okay, I'm in.
Your 14-year-olds will be stealing it.
They'll be like, Mom, you are so what? I don't even pretend to talk the lingo because I can't. I can't. But we're cool.
We're very cool.
We'll just settle for cool. All right, what's this final one?
So this one, remember how we were talking about the fluidity of the last one, mimicking this? So when you have a little bit more more structured of a dress. And I love all the buttons and the details and the pockets and everything going on here. And if I put a jacket on top of that, one, it's just gonna feel too overdone.
Too much.
It's gonna feel like too much fabric.
Yeah.
So I love doing something underneath, and then here you can use that structured top. Now you could do this really simply with just a plain button down, but I'm me, so I chose puff sleeves.
Yes,
and like
you
a lot
are.
of detail.
Yes, you did.
But this works really well pairing that structure with structure and going underneath and just giving you a little more coverage in those cold months. You know, we're still not quite into, you know, May weather.
Right.
So this gives you another option for wearing that dress without feeling all covered up and, you know, hiding all these beautiful embellishments.
This is darling. Yeah, so show off the detail.
Yeah.
Compliment with a little bling on top. I love those earrings.
Wow, those are fun.
I think I need those earrings. This is so fun. And again, an example of the weight of the fabric. Structure on structure. It just works and makes sense.
For sure.
Rach, thank you so much. Spring styling is ahead. You stand ready to help people if they need it.
Absolutely. You can find me on cardiganempire.com or on Instagram at Cardigan Empire.
Sharing great tips and tricks just like this. We'll link you over to Cardigan Empire from our website too for an easy connection point. Thank you, sister. Smart stuff. Smart stuff.